Hey guys, what's up? It's Coolman Jr. 88, your independent source for wrestling, NASCAR, and music news. I have something very, very special for you guys. I've showed you some collector's items on this channel before. I showed you the complete saga of Star Wars 9-disc set. I've showed you... what else have I showed you? Yeah, that's it, basically, I think. Right off the top of my head. Anyway, I'm going to show you, my complete collection of Nickelback albums, because I know some of you have asked me, are you actually a Nickelback fan? Because if you read my channel description, down at the very bottom where it says books, music, and TV, I have, and movies. I have The Dark Knight and Top Gun as my movies. And then as books, I have Tom Clancy and Harry Potter. Or I think just Tom Clancy. And then for music, I have Nickelback. And for most of you guys, you taking out my word, but some of you have had questions. Are you a Nickelback fan? Are you a Nickelback fan? And I just got there, well, I'll just show you. So here we go. In 1996, they came out with their very first album, unsigned. They were unsigned at this point. Yeah. Here's their very first album. This is unsigned. This is their unsigned album. I mean, it's a full retail album, and it's fully promoted, but they self-promoted this album. This is when they were unsigned. So Curb, their very first album, 1996. Then their second album, it's broken, you guys, so hold on with me. The State. This is their very first. This is also the very first album, but this album is under Roadrunner Records, whom they are still under to this day. This came out in 2000. Yeah, so I've got both of their #1 albums. This album, why this one's special is because this is their first record deal album. This is their their debut album, official debut album. So yeah. Then in 2001, they came out with their second album under Roadrunner Records, Silver Side Up. So there it is, folks. Their second album under Roadrunner Records. So far under Roadrunner Records they have The State and Silver Side Up, 2000 and 2001. 2003 they came out with the third album under Roadrunner Records, The Long Road. Excuse me for looking at that. The Long Road under Roadrunner Records. Very, very cool album. Has such tracks as Flat on the Floor, Someday, Believe It or Not. Let's see. Feeling Way Too Damn Good, Because of You, which is my favorite track on this particular album. This album right here, Long Road. So 1996, 2000, 2001, 2000. This one's 2003, right here. This one's 2003. Then we jump to 2005, which, hold on, 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth album under Roadrunner Records. All the Right Reasons. And this album had such hits as Throwaway, Side of a Bullet, which was a dedication to Dimebag Darrell of Pantera. They did that as a tribute to him. And if you listen to the track "Side of a Bullet" off of their fourth album, they have they lay over a track of they lay over a portion of Dimebag's actual guitar playing in the track, so you actually hear Dimebag actually play, which I never heard. I wasn't into the music scene as hardcore during the hardcore screaming band era, but I did become a Dimebag Darrell fan, not Pantera fan, but a Dimebag Darrell fan off of this track. I haven't found any of his old stuff, but I did become a Dimebag Darrell fan. So yeah, this is their fourth album, and also their last track on this fourth album, Rockstar, which was also a very big hit for them. They had, in the music video, they had Kid Rock. They also had some Playboy models in the music video to Rockstar. They also had, I believe, Snoop Dogg or Tony Hawk, either one, I can't remember. But they had some very big names in the music video to Rockstar. Also in 2005, they had a spoof album made. I do not know the band, but they had this spoof album made. It's picked on Nickelback. It's a spoof album. It's a country band. They spoofed some of their songs, and they named the album "Picked on Nickelback." So it's a spoof album. That also came out in 2005. And then we jump to recent era music. 2008, of course, their huge sixth album, Dark Horse. Here we go. Their huge sixth album. And every track, I'm literally, folks, every track on this album is a must listen. Must. In fact, track number 2, I believe. Yeah, track number 2 is in fact, for those of you who do not watch wrestling or are not into professional wrestling, is in fact, Burn It to the Ground, is in fact the theme song to Monday Night Raw, currently at this point in time. So they are being listened to by millions and millions of fans each and every Monday night, thanks to WWE. And you can find that on Dark Horse, along with tracks is Something in Your Mouth, I'd Come For You, Next Go Round, Just to Get High, which was a very, very personal track for me, because I know some, unfortunately, I know some people who did exactly what the lyrics say to this song. They stole from some very, very dear people of mine, some very, very dear friends of the family. They stole from them, and they did exactly what the lyrics to Just to Get High say they do. And then a personal favorite of mine, which I personally relate this track to stars like Lindsay Lohan and Miley Cyrus shaking hands. If you listen to the lyrics of that song, you'll understand why. So yeah, yeah, that was 2008, and then the coup de grace, the necessary album that you must have if you're a Nickelback fan at all. Especially the brand new album, the 7th album, which just came out a few weeks ago, November 9th, not 9th, 13th, I believe. Just recently came out, and of course you got This Means War, Bottoms Up, When We Stand Together, Midnight Queen, Gotta Get Me Some, which is my favorite track. Also Bottoms Up is my favorite track as well. Lullaby, Kiss It Goodbye, which is a personal track to the ladies of Hollywood, in my opinion. Trying Not to Love You, Holding On to Heaven, Everything I Want to Do, Don't Ever Let It End. So, you guys, this is the 7th and most recent album. Came out a month ago now. But you must get this album if you're a Nickelback fan. The two must-have albums, in my opinion, are Dark Horse, the 6th album, and this album right here. Every album, every track on Dark Horse, you must listen to, and almost every track on this album, Here and Now, you must listen to. My favorite tracks, like I said, are Bottoms Up, This Means War, Gotta Get Me Some off of this album, and then every track off of here. These two albums right here, folks. Hold on. These two albums right here. These two albums right here. You must get these two albums. You must. Absolute must. If nothing else, you get these two albums. You get these two albums right here. If nothing else. Yeah. So, and plus, and as a side bonus, has nothing to do with the music of Nickelback, but I have the unauthorized biography of the band. This is unauthorized. This was not sanctioned by the band at all. This is an audio book, which is the only way I can listen, of the history of the band and how they got started in Canada. I believe it's Canada. And how they formed, and how they did covers, and how they started doing covers, and then got picked up for Curbed, and then they self-promoted Curbed and Curb, and then they got picked up by Roadrunner Records. I have not listened to the whole thing, but this is the unauthorized autobiography. The lowdown on Nickelback, and it's seriously the lowdown on Nickelback. Everything you've ever wanted to know, secret wise, is on this audiobook right here. It's very, very hard to find. It was very, very hard for me to find when I found it, and this was the last one they had, and it's unabridged as well, so you'll get the whole story behind it. There's no book to this particular audiobook. It's just the audiobook itself. But this is the unauthorized biography of the band. So I have everything related to Nickelback as far as Nickelback's concerned. Everything. So there is, folks. There's the proof right there. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did in collecting the specific albums. I love the band, and whatever they come out with next, I will pick up for sure. So yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Coolman Jr. 88, your independent source for wrestling, NASCAR, and music news. Peace out.